this is Michael. Today I would like to share a tool and technique that I often recommend to clients, and it's something that I use myself to really clear away stress, to find one's calm, and to ground and center, and to really feel balanced, also to open up to creativity and inspiration. And an aspect of my work that I really love is working with people to help them find their calm, to feel balanced, to remove blocks, and to release stress, because in doing so it's helping animals. And our animals are ultimately just wanting to feel loved and guided and properly led, safe, and just to experience joy. But if the human is experiencing any sort of internal conflict or a lot of chronic tension and uneasiness, that's going to affect the balance of the animal. And so it's important for the human to just be mindful and aware of when they have bottled up energy that needs to be released. And so this technique comes from a book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And this was written many, many years ago. And it was released as a workbook for creative people to follow exercises each week over, I think, about 6 weeks to release creative blocks, to break through those blocks. But it really became a famous book in the personal development field because the exercises within it really help people make major shifts within their lives, and to not only open up to their creativity and inspiration, but also to really open up to feel a deeper connection with their inner voice and their innermost self, so they can hear what their soul is calling them to do, and they're not distracted by all of the chaos or all of the conflicting opinions or inner voices that are chattering away and distracting from the path. And so this exercise that I love is called the morning pages. It's the first week in the workbook. And what you do is you sit down each morning with a notebook. And I like to usually use like a spiral notebook that are used in school, but anything that's like that size, that's like a large notebook. So it could be a journal, just as long as the pages are large, and then free writing for 3 pages in a row. So like the page, the back side, and the next page. And you're just free writing, and you're writing not worrying about anybody reading this. This is just for you. So it doesn't have to be a masterpiece. It doesn't have to be perfect grammar or perfect handwriting. It's all about just allowing the information, the energy to flow. So it's really like a mind dump. And you can write, I always tell people, you can almost like write like Bart Simpson on the chalkboard in the beginning of The Simpsons, like writing the same thing over and over. You could write, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. I'm very frustrated with this. I can't think of anything to write. Why do I have to write? If you're feeling frustrated or anxious about it, you can write about that. But once you just start writing, you'll find yourself sort of led down a path where you will feel a flow, and then information might start coming through. You might start writing something you never imagined you would write. But it doesn't have to be that either. You don't have to have any expectations. Just writing is the idea. If you'd like, you could write down all of your frustrations and negative writing if you want, just because it's a forum to do that dump. Or you could write all of your goals and aspirations and your desires and what you'd love to manifest, what you'd love to create. It could be a gratitude list of everything you love in your life. Or it could even be a letter to an animal of yours. If you've ever wanted to write a letter to them, or vice versa, you can maybe speak for them and imagine you're writing what they're thinking and feeling. Again, I'm just giving examples of things you could write. You could write the same word over and over for 3 pages. And the idea here, though, is just to write and to get the pen or pencil to paper and to just begin writing, because there's an energetic flow that's happening. And when you commit to this for an extended period of time and doing it every day, that's when things really start to shift, and that's when the magic happens. You really start to feel this opening up, and you're like clearing away the chatter in your mind for new information to flow through. So you may receive some sort of amazing idea to do something or create something, whether it's just in your personal life or it's a professional idea. You know, there could be $1 million idea that's just waiting to break through and is looking for that channel and that opportunity to flow right through down onto the paper. You just never know. But that's the idea with this, is opening up those channels, clearing away the mental muck, and calming and centering your energy through the writing. So Julia Cameron suggests doing it in the morning, because when we wake up in the morning, we're starting with a clean slate. You know, we're not bogged down by the thoughts, feelings, and emotions of the day, and we haven't created a momentum and a direction that may not be best serving our highest interests. So in the morning, you are waking up you're coming out of the sleeping state and the dream state, so there isn't as much energy in your way. That said though, I always tell clients that as long as you fit in the morning pages anytime during the day, even if you don't get to it until the evening, just as long as you get it done at some point during the day, in my opinion and feeling, that's what's most important. And so you commit to it, and you know, probably about a month, good 6 weeks, every day writing, and you'll start to see the shift. And it's like something very visceral and magnetic. You start to see synchronicities in your life. You start to attract amazing new opportunities and new ideas and new feelings and new inspirations. But also, this will elevate your vibration to a higher place where you are calm, clear, confident, and more stable and more inspired. And from that place, we are in a higher position to more properly and effectively be there for our animals, to support our animals, to love our animals, to guide our animals, to listen to our animals, and to communicate with our animals. So this is just a really fun exercise. It's very creative. You don't have to worry about anybody reading it. You don't have to worry about the format or the formula. Just let it all go and just allow yourself to write. And I would love to hear how this works for you. If you start playing around with this, feel free to shoot me a message or an email and let me know how it's going for you, because I just find that so many people have these magical stories about how this really opened them up. And people often will stick with this for many months, many years. I mean, I have some people in my life, clients of mine, that have been doing this for a good 15 years because it's such a great outlet for them. And it really is, in a way, a sense of a form of a meditation, because you're kind of in this space where you're allowing your channel to flow and for information to release, and then again for more information to flow through and inspire you. So play with it, let me know, and if I can be of any assistance to you, or to Buddy the puppy who's behind me somewhere making a lot of noise, if we can be of any assistance to you, let me know. I'm happy to help however I can with your animals or within your own life. Until then, I send you all my best, and happy writing.